Your
Yo.
rose ain't hanging out.
My rose don't hang, baby. Hey, baby, I'm sucking it in. Sucking it in.
Okay.
The stuff that make the cutting room floor, you heard? Damn. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Lazy Sundays with Ashy Tay
and NiJa.
What's going on, NiJa?
Oh my god.
I hope my lips ain't too ashy for you.
Dionte, I don't know what it is. It's one or two men. Either it's a man that always has like chapstick, or it's a man that's like always running out. He's the one that's always running out. Like he never keeps.
Both of these dudes sound like they keep their lips moisturized.
No,
though.
one that always keeps it. A guy that always keeps like lip balm, and then there's the guy that he's always running out, meaning he's not as much like is that in between time. Like
No,
you're going
not.
through like the in
no
between.
Sense. If I'm running out, that means, what does that mean?
You're ashy.
No, that means maybe like a day or so if I don't have time to get it.
That's what I mean.
But what you saying is that guy he's moisturized 98% of the time. You catch me slipping 2% of the time.
Yeah.
And you got me. You don't catch me slipping. I always got that yank yank. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
You always get that what? You know I was coming. I was coming back.
Anyway, let's start the show.
That boy had his hand too close. He got that yank yank. Why would you do that? You are such an idiot.
Come on, man. Pause,
y'all,
bro.
Okay,
Pause.
So lucky me, I'm always the one that has to go pick Sophia up in the afternoon, obviously, because I'm home. So y'all, I'm in my car minding my business, and the way the parent pickup lane is, we have to back up into our spots. Anyways, long story short, this lady that has been parking beside me, we show up around the same time. She lets her grandson out of the car so he can play. I mean, he's a toddler. I want to say he's probably like 3 years old.
Oh, true.
So he's running around because like a little grassy area behind us. So anyway, he's playing. And then all of a sudden I hear a thunk thunk. And I said, nah, I done anybody out here but us. I turn around. I look at, because he's so small, and I like kind of lift up a little bit, and I look in my mirror and I'm like, is he hitting my car with something? So, you know, it's that awkward pause. You don't ever want to, like, check nobody else's, like, kid or whatever. So, it's weird. So, you kind of want to approach it in a gentle way. But, like, he's hitting the back of my car with something. Anyways, he stopped before I could even, like, roll my window down. And then, like, a couple of seconds after that, I hear somebody tugging on my back door. And it's him. I mean, he was yanking at had it been unlocked, he would have been in my backseat. I'm like, what is happening? Can y'all get him, please? And then, once again, about to roll my window down. And I think they seen him that time, and they were like, hey, get over here. But I'm like, the fact that he was even able to do that is just beyond me. Get your kids. Watch your kids, please.
That's crazy.
Because people are crazy.
Suppose he got in the back seat, and then you just said, yeah.
Exactly.
And drove off.
I'm like, you have to watch him. He's so
grandma
cute.
Ain't nowhere to be found, because
he was beating up my car, and I was like, all right now, get your kids.
Now, see, that's the thing, too, I hate to have to do, is get out of the car and put belt to asses.
Not to nobody else's kid.
Come on, man. Like, what your kid doing, bro?
I don't want to have to check your kid.
He pulling on the door.
Weird.
Exactly. I don't want to have to check nobody's kid, bro. So just watch him. Anything, you really, 3 years old, you probably should keep him in the car. I don't be getting how people just let these little ass kids outside in diapers, no socks, no shoes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Running around, and it's like, y'all gonna watch them?
You got to watch them.
You too comfortable with me. I'm way too good of a person and neighbor, clearly, because you think Mr. Dionte from across the street just gonna watch my kid for me. People crazy, man.
Yeah, they are.
But
no thanks. I'm good on that. Watch your kid.
Please watch your kid, man. Let me tell y'all about some shit that I seen today that I did not know about. Well, not today. I seen it a couple of days ago on social media. I believe this happened a while ago, so I'm actually curious how this actually ended up. If they're not actually dealing with it, man. I seen this video. Y'all might have seen it. I'm short in a little bit, but lady, basically, I guess she was renting out her house Airbnb style, and lady was staying there for 30 days, apparently in California, or maybe it's in, they have squatters rights in more states, but apparently the lady stayed there for 30 days, and after you stay somewhere for 30 days, you're technically a tenant.
Wow.
So you can't just kick them out anymore and tell them to leave. You gotta, like, because I guess it's put in place to help with like shady landlords and people trying to do you like that, like kicking you out for no reason.
But it should be like what is the right word? Is it like a clause or something in there where you should be able to, like, if it's showing that they're not legit tenants of.
But see, that's the thing. I guess because of the law, if you've been there for 30 days, you have to now, because now they're a tenant, so you have to evict them now. So it's so much paperwork and everything that you got to go through to show that, okay, they're unfit or they're a bad tenant.
Not
because 30 days, bruh. So I don't know how. So basically in the video, the lady's talking about it in the video, saying fuck Airbnbs. It's the lady who house it is.
It ain't
and then
Airbnb.
she showed her, it ain't. So she showed the lady walking to the kitchen, and the lady is like, I ain't going nowhere. So you gonna have to deal with it.
Wow.
She go in the kitchen, casually strolling, feet slapping against the floor. She went to go heat up her spaghetti that she had in the microwave, bro. And then she went back to the master bedroom and shut the door. So of course in the video, the lady, telling her to get out her house, but it ain't nothing she can do now.
She can do. That sucks.
What you doing if you in this situation?
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, I probably would have reacted the same way the lady did. Exactly. That was.
Had you known that,
point proven.
You wouldn't let anybody stay more than 28, 29 days in your house. Even 29 is cutting it close.
Yeah.
If it's 30.
Yeah.
I just say a clean 2 weeks, bro. You can't stay here for more than 2 weeks.
That's so messed up because people can take advantage, which they are, obviously. Yeah. I get why they do that. But then there needs to be something in there where people can't just take advantage of that and they just post it up in people's plays.
But see, that's the thing.
And it's like, what in the world? You're not supposed to be here. You don't even pay to be here.
You don't.
That's
so where I'm like, how does that work? So, like, does this lady not go to work? Like, if she leaves the house, like... But see, that's the other thing, because if you start doing damaging stuff, doing stuff to the property, I'm pretty sure because of how much paperwork you got to go through legally, you probably will have to, you probably can get sued in that case.
Probably.
So it's like, bruh, apparently the police came, they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So
because it's the law. So it's like, sorry, not sorry.
Bruh, yeah, I ain't letting people stay in my house that long. But since you want to stay here, we're going to figure this out because
it is what it is.
I'm staying here too.
And no, you're not.
On renting it out to somebody else. You ain't going to just be slapping your feet, sliding your feet up and down the hallway, cooking eggs and bacon, and then going back to the room.
She going to ruin business, and now you got bad reviews.
I'm going to send somebody in there to live there with her. I'm living there with her. Since we turning up, let's turn all the way up there. You want to stay here. It ain't no you going to your room and shutting the door because it's my house. I'm getting the master bedroom. If you going to squat here.
Oh, so you going to make her get out of the... That's not going to work. That's not going to work.
Your stuff going to be outside. That's my thing. Like, how people's stuff don't end up outside. She
going to put her hands on you.
She going to put her hands on me. I'm going to hit her with a bowl of soup. Come on, man. I throw a hot bowl of soup on your ass. For real, bro. Do I gotta throw a bowl of alphabet soup on a nigga? Just put it on your lap. Bye.
Chill, man.
Come on, man. I got it. No, but for real, man. Get out of my house, bro.
Anyways.
Come on, man. We
moving on.
I'm playing the spoons every night. Doing dumb stuff. You're not gonna want to live here. Your house, my house is the circus now.
You know how to be worse, and that's one thing you can do.
But it ain't look like that would bother her. What if you start doing that and then she come out and join with some sticks? And
because obviously she would. If she crazy enough to do something like this, then she don't care. She with it. She with everything. With all the madness.
She got to go, bro.
Anyways, but okay, so
Uh,
lately in the news, they've been talking a lot about a 4-day work week. And I want to say, I think a few years back, because I know it wasn't last year, because I've lost all concept of time due to the pandemic.
Thanks,
It is what it
COVID.
is. But
What
I
is
feel like a
happening?
few years back, me and you had this conversation because you brought it to my attention. Somewhere overseas, they've been doing this. Like, it's
Oh
been a
yeah,
thing for
it's
them.
multiple places. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, like, they've been doing it, and I guess it's been like talks here and there in the States where they're like, hey, we probably need to do a 4-day work week. Now, I know some people right now are on. They're on like what they call it, like a fixed work schedule, where it's kind of like that. But we're not talking about it like that, like legit regular work schedule, but only 4 days. So it's been like a big thing. They're really, really considering it. What do you think about it?
Man, I think a 4-day work week is probably like the max we need to be working, bro. Because this is the thing. Even if I feel like, even if they like increase the hours that people work, maybe it's not necessarily 8, maybe it's 12. Even then, you still, because in that case, you're working. Obviously, those hours that you missing, you don't really need to work 5 days a week, bro. This is just a way to keep. I feel like somebody said this, but I honestly think it would increase. It definitely would increase morale because I know I only work till Thursday, so obviously your employees gonna be happier just off of that.
Yep.
And I think people will work harder because again, I know I'm not gonna be here all week.
Yeah.
It's like you getting a free day off every, you know what I'm saying, every week.
I
And
agree.
it's one of the best days of the week, Friday.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way too. I do feel like it'll kind of make you second guess maybe like the job that you're currently at. Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially if you aren't doing something that you love, automatically it's always going to feel like work. Well, even if you're doing something you love, I mean, to an
Yeah.
extent, it's work. But when you're working for somebody else, I think having a 4-day work week will make you feel a little bit more productive. Just the environment itself will feel a little bit different
Yeah.
because you don't feel, because like then it'll legit be the law, and it'll be like, you can't be asking me to be here longer than this. Like, this is my work schedule,
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure
Exactly.
people still gonna try it. They still gonna try the whole overtime thing, but I feel like
But
people will be more
overtime,
prone to not ask that then.
yeah, but I mean, overtime is overtime. It's always going to be some jobs that got overtime. But
Yeah.
it's different if me working on Friday is now overtime. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, if I ain't got nothing to do, I work. But then
Yeah.
again, it's Friday. You can find so many things to do on
Oh my
Friday,
gosh,
bro.
yes. And then I know like a lot of people that may watch us don't have kids, but like a lot of us do. So including us. So it's one of those
you
things where
increasing
it's,
family time.
exactly, family time is completely different because we struggle during the week to come home, even just be able to just have time with each other,
Yeah.
talk and see how each other's doing, try to tap in with Sophia, try to do her homework. It's like you're trying to space out good quality time. You don't want everything
the
to be
time.
work. So if you have that one day where it extends your weekend, I think it will help a lot of families. So that's just
Because
my
I
take.
think 3 days would be just, I guess, enough for you to be like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
I agree.
So,
But to piggyback off of that story, was listening to the Breakfast Club, and they were talking about how 63% of Black employees consider themselves quiet quitters. So basically, they were saying that a lot of Black employees feel like the amount of work that they put into a company, they're basically not going to get any of that back. It's not going to help them climb up the chain. It's not going to do anything good for them. So they do what is called quiet quitting, where an employee stays at the job, but they don't put a lot of effort into it. So kind of like what we've been talking about a lot just in general with like the jobs that we've had is like, I'm going to go in, but I'm just going to do this. It's like, that's
It's
like the infamous
basically-
thing that people say, I'm just going to go do that and then I'm leaving. I'm clocking out.
it's basically like saying, well, y'all going to have to fire me for me to
Basically.
get out of here.
Like, I'm
Which,
not doing more than what my job title says. That is it.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is it didn't work. I was doing that at Old Navy when we was there. And,
Mm-hmm.
I basically started quiet quitting like after the first 9 months of me being there. And,
Yeah.
you know, I stayed there for years and years.
Yeah.
You know, so technically it don't always work.
Yeah.
They don't always get rid of you. That was the first time I worked a job where it's like, if they would have fired me, I probably would have left. Like,
because it's like I don't. You think I care? Like I don't care about.
I really didn't, man.
I actually want to.
It was just something to do at the time. That's the thing about being young. It's like
Yeah.
any money in your pocket is a plus. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, but I mean, I can definitely see that because after a while, they definitely, if you have a like corporate type job, they definitely find your ass after a while.
Oh yeah.
You can only not do work for so long.
But it's like but see, at the same time, it's like I blame a lot of these companies too, because it's like they don't want to invest in their employees a lot, meaning like creating like a good work environment, like, and constantly assessing those that are higher up in the company. I feel like a lot of times that's what creates that negative environment and make people be like, oh, I don't really want to be here, because a lot of times whoever is, you know, overhead and they're like saying, these are the rules, this is what we do, this is our day to day. A lot of times it's them having maybe a negative attitude towards it. But a lot of times it's just higher up that create that environment, honestly, for people. So I think if like CEOs and like, you know, those big names would actually assess people that are in those roles and seeing like how the environment is going, I do feel like it'll change a lot of people's outlook on quiet quitting, because honestly, a lot of times that's where it stems from. Because then if you have those people checking in with their, you know what I'm saying, like who they have over a team, and then they're looking at the people on the team, then you'll kind of be able to like tap into, oh, I see that they have like issues within their team, or this girl or this guy or this person is they're not being professional.
Yeah.
It's so many things that is a reason why people do the whole quiet quitting.
Yeah.
I know I've done it. I get it. So.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much a loud quitter at this point. I'm not even. I'm at that age where it's like, I need to say fuck you to a few people before I leave out of here.
Or you at least need to scream before I get in there, because
this the shit y'all on?
My patience is going to be tried today, and I know it.
I'm slamming everything on my way out, too.
Oh, my gosh.
I've never been fired, but if I... Come on, man.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That girl living a wild life over there.
Get your things and go.
Damn, that's what they told you.
No, they ain't told me.
Did they bring you a box?
No, I was like, I ain't got no box. I don't need one. I already cleared off my desk.
Damn.
I've been kicked out of better places.
Clearly.
That's one thing I will say, though. That's a key thing when you see it coming, because you like, y'all not going to embarrass me.
Yeah,
so I'm going to go ahead and clear off my stuff before y'all think.
I got shit out of here that I need so I can just walk out of here. Me, my keys, and my pens.
Exactly. As if it's just a regular day. See y'all.
Damn.
I ain't coming back.
Let me
get rid of me.
I got to get my jelly out the refrigerator. God, damn.
Yo, I left my mirror. I was so pissed, but I didn't care because it was cheap. But anyways, moving on.
I come back right now and come look for that shit. I'm petty like that.
It's go. No, I know who it went to. I already, we already talked about it. But anyways, moving on. All right, so my favorite place, Target, is in the news, because Target is gonna start tripping. All right, so Target introduces automatic surcharge. Customers will be hit next time they shop. I'm not going to read all because it's a lot to read. But basically, they're going to start charging you for bags. Is the whole thing. So, I know we had a few stores here where I think it was like Lidl's. No, it was Aldi's. Aldi's was the one. Oh, yeah, they both still do it. Aldi's and Lidl's that we have here. Mm-hmm. We had it here for a couple of years now. And that was the first time here in Virginia that, well, our part of Virginia, where we were introduced to having to like buy bags. Yeah. Like they always had like that option that you could in the store, but they still provided you with bags, like Walmart and stuff like that. No. all these Lidls, you need a bag. Like big places like Sam's Club, like you know they're not gonna have bags.
Yeah.
But like now Target is like the next time you do like an order pickup,
That's crazy.
they're gonna charge you for a bag. Now the difference is that you are allowed to basically reject it so you can get your money back. Like if you have your own bags. So like if they bring this up to the car, you can be like, actually I don't need these, you know, and then they'll adjust the amount. I think they automatically charge you for like 10 bags because it's supposed to help with the environment.
How much are these bags?
I don't know.
And how is it helping with the environment?
Because they're trying to get people to not use plastic, basically. So they're hoping that it'll make people be like, don't worry about it. I got my own bag.
No, it's not. Not if you already charged me for 10 bags. I mean,
then they'll adjust it. Like if you didn't use 10 bags, then they'll adjust it.
It would have to be an amount like that will piss people off. Like if they charging you $1 a bag, then it's like, okay, $10 extra on my.
But even if it's like, because it may be 10 cents, because I think that's how much it is. Like when you go to Target, a lot of people don't know this when you're doing self-checkout or just like regular checkout. You can tell them you have your own bag and then they'll take 10 cents off of your transaction.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to reverse this now and be like, okay, since y'all want to be, you know, cute with your little reusable bags, we're going to start charging y'all when y'all want to use our bags. Which I'm like, really? Like, aren't they getting enough money? I don't know. I don't really like that.
They're not getting enough money. And I think this is all a money grab because it's just like.
Well, it did. That was part of it. Like helping like pay for like the bags and stuff that are being used.
Exactly. So just say that there. Because basically, this is like subscriptions, where most companies with subscriptions, they banking on you not paying it no mind and just being like, whatever, I'll let that $10 come out, I'll let that $20 come out. That's what Target doing because they know, like I said, it has to be a certain amount for me to be like, whoa, take this off. If it's 10 cents a bag, I mean I'm paying $1 for 10 bags worth of stuff, or if it's I'm paying around 50 cents probably a trip. I don't really care about that. But as far as Target's concerned, that's adding up because that's 50 cents or $1 out of each person that come through.
Because Target already taxed.
Again, I remember when I was working at Target in high school, they used to what's it called? The cash register actually that we use, the point of sale system for the people.
There you go. Look at you.
They actually kept count of how many transactions you did, and it could easily be, especially when I was working on the 10 items or less line. I'm surprised they got rid of that. But when I was working that, I could run around with 300-400 transactions a day. Not even think on a full 8 hours, maybe close to like 5 or 6. So you think about that, and everybody paid for a bag. So you're talking about 50 cents to $1 out of all 300 transactions that I just got.
But let me tell you something I just thought about when you were saying that. If Target starts to do what Walmart is doing, where everything is self-checkout, and then you think you're going to charge me for a bag when I technically work here?
Exactly.
No, thank you.
You don't work here, though. Because
you're not about to charge me.
It's the difference. You ain't getting paid hourly.
No.
And on top of that, you got to think about the extra stuff, man, that they have to pay for, like insurance and this and that stuff that they got to carry, you know what I'm saying, as a company. So it's like liability and shit like that.
Yeah.
But we cut all of that out because we don't have any employees now.
Nope.
Everybody is on the floor. We got 5 people in the whole store now.
Exactly. Y'all better not even try.
Bruh, it's coming, bro. Because more and more stores are actually turning to all self-checkout. That's a whole nother topic.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we're going to have to talk about that.
Because that shit trifling. Like, you want me to bag my own shit, but I don't get $10 at the end of this hour.
Nothing. I get paid nothing. But I wanted to say this. Okay. So I wanted to end it with this. This is a discussion.
Oh, snap.
I'm not going to say who I had it with. This is a discussion. So I believe that birds of a feather flock together. You know that saying. So as far as guys, I feel like if you have a guy or a group of guys and the majority of them are, what is the word I want to give them? You know, they're cheaters, I guess. And they're just, you know, ain't shit people. Then I feel like a lot of the people in the group, they ain't shit, you know? Because I feel like birds of a feather flock together. Now, can you hear that?
I'll just keep going.
So, I believe that birds of a feather flock together in situations like that, because I truly believe, like, all right, well, if all of y'all ain't shit, then it's hard for me to believe that small percentage is. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Well, first off, black men don't cheat. So that's the first thing I feel about that. But no, I don't believe that at all. I've never really been a birds of a feather flock together because of the simple fact that everybody in that flock not really together. So you gotta think.
Okay, let me be a little bit to give you context on what I'm saying. So, for instance, how guys typically are with each other when each other are doing wrong in their relationship or situationship or whatever, y'all don't hold each other accountable. Meaning y'all are quick to be like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So like if y'all all out and let's say like one of your friends, you know, like, oh, you know, entertaining this girl, and let's say like he's clearly married or in a relationship, whatever, right? Y'all not gonna be like, hey, you need to kind of go over there with her. Y'all gonna be like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's him. That's his situation. I don't have nothing to do with it. Typically, that's how guys don't get involved or how they will hold each other accountable. They just don't get involved. And that's what I mean by birds of a feather, because if you're condoning it, you're just as bad as he is.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though. It's a little bit of both. You can, but see, that's the difference between guys and women. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to say, you probably shouldn't be making these choices that you're making. You probably need to do this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I can't force you to make those decisions. So at that point, no, that's the thing about guys. See, women will make it known like, yo, you doing this. I don't agree with that. And then it's more of a thing. Whereas guys will be like, hey, man, you shouldn't be doing this. But if you go do it, after this, because I told you.
But I'm saying like even like in the moment accountability, like yeah, y'all may say it behind the scenes, but if in that moment that example that I gave you, y'all won't say anything. But so then from afar it makes all of y'all look bad, especially if she got some friends, because now it's like,
but that's I guess all point. Of y'all on some, because I don't. That's the thing. If I say it, then you either hear it or you don't.
So you would say it in that moment.
Dudes usually, maybe not those exact words, but it's different things that guys do to let you know, bro. Like, cause guys know guys. So if I just be like, bro, if I just go, hey, and shake my head, you know what I'm doing that for. Yeah. If I say, bro, like I said, it's not necessarily gonna be, listen, brother, I don't think you need to be making these decisions.
But I'm saying like something would be said at the very least.
It's something to acknowledge. That's what I'm saying. It's being acknowledged. But at the same time,
but you have to speak for your friend group specifically.
Yeah.
Because every male is not like that. A lot of males that I know of, they're not like that. It's kind of like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's kind of like their situation or his situation.
Which is true.
But it's like from afar, it does make everybody look bad. So that's why I think women, we handle it like that. Because we are quick to be like, not necessarily like dogging her in front of her company, but it's like, you know, we might need to pull you to the side because I don't want it to look bad on me. If we're out and then one of your friends see me and they're like, oh, NiJa was over there with like a whole bunch of guys. So then it just makes it look like everybody over there is doing wrong. Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying. Like, you know, that's why y'all handle it differently or whatever, I guess, because how y'all communicate. We're both still doing the same thing, but I know all friend groups aren't the same. That's why I brought it up. But anyways, that is all that we have for y'all today.
Boy, today was a long day, huh?
It really was. And now we're hungry. We gotta figure out what we're gonna eat.
Yeah, man. What y'all mama cooking, man? What your mom's cooking, man?
You can't be eating people cooking like that. Everybody cooking ain't good.
Because everybody cooking terrible, man. If you can cook, hit it.
Look at you. He's so hungry. He can't even get it out. With that,
message me on something.
We will see y'all in the next. Don't message him because he's greedy. He will actually take a plate. 2 plates. And we'll see y'all in the next podcast.
Peace out, man.
Bye.